Right, hello everybody, it's Dr. Blue here. Welcome to the Dead Alliance Blue review. I was going to do the Red Dead Blue review, but that's going to take a lot longer. It's mainly because there's uni work going on, and so I kind of don't want to throw myself into a massive project like putting together the Red Dead Blue review while I'm doing this uni work. The uni work does end at the first week or second week of May. Once that's done, I can finally start focusing completely on my YouTube and just put a lot of work into that Red Dead Blue review. So I'm going to try and do that for the second week of April, or that's when I'll start having more free time. But anyway, we played this game Dead Alliance a little while ago. You might not have seen it because when I streamed the live stream unlisted like a dumbass. So yeah, we streamed that, and I said I wanted to do smaller games, and this was a very, very small game. Let's just jump into the first impressions. So the first impressions, again, as I said, I wanted to play smaller games, and I think you have to be careful what you wish for with this one, because this game took me all of 35 minutes to complete, but that's not the first impressions. The first impressions, when I got in this game, is that the gameplay looked a little ancient. It reminded me a lot of Alpha CSGO, actually, maybe even worse. And I don't know, it just feels like half of the game was refined and the rest was not. I don't know, I just didn't really get that good first impressions. The concept seemed cool, like on the box, like, control zombies, send them to your enemies to kill them. But then the execution was just very poor, and I think that kind of sums up this game. The concept was good, the idea was good, the execution was abysmal. But before I absolutely slate this game like I'm going to, it's going to be one of those reviews. For the features section, which is what I'm going to do first, because I want to talk about some of the positives of the game, albeit not many, but I do want to talk about some. So first of all, the game is mainly about how you control these zombies with these certain gadgets. For instance, one of them is a Pam Grenade. And you use these Pam Grenades, you throw them at the zombies, and it cast some sort of spell over them or whatever, and they then fight for you. And you have Pam Grenades, your enemy has Pam Grenades, and the main concept of the game is the multiplayer, where, it's kind of like a TDM, or it's a capture the flag, or it's a domination game mode, and you use the zombies to your advantage while competing in all these things. And so when you and your opponent Pam Grenade some zombies, they actually sort of fight each other, which is kind of cool. The zombies don't normally attack other zombies just wandering around, but they do actually attack zombies that have been transformed by, like, the enemy team. Well, not transformed, but, turned evil against you. So it's like all good zombies fighting their evil zombies. That actually is kind of cool. Oh, look, the zombies fight each other. That's kind of cool. Another big point for this game is the customization. There is quite a bit of customization. You can have 3 perks, you can have 3 skill streaks, you can have loads of weapon camos, you can have 2 weapons per category, I think, which is a bit on the low side, but there is a lot of customization. For perk attachments or gun attachments, you can only have 3, but you've got like a list of 12 to choose from, and so it's actually pretty good. The customization is pretty solid. Customize the loadout. What's this? Create new. So we can have light, medium, heavy. I don't really know the difference. I'm just going to go medium. Oh, this is a lot of weapon customization, I guess. Actually, no. I don't know. There's a lot of attachments, I suppose. There's a lot of attachments. And there's even a weapon skin, which are all free. There's perks, skill streaks. Okay, there's quite a lot of perks and skill streaks, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of these. There's also people who actually play this game regularly still. The matchmaking is quite fast. You can queue up and maybe get into a game within 30 seconds because there are still people playing this game. And a few other things. There was vaulting. You can vault in this game, which was a bit surprising because in primitive games like this you don't normally see a vaulting mechanic added. There was also a knifing animation. There was only one, but it was kind of cool. Right, you can fucking go away. That's what you can do. Ow, ow. Hey. Oh, whoa, okay, an animation. I didn't think those were in here. Okay, that's kind of cool. But, unfortunately, that is all I have for the features. For the criticisms, however, there's a lot more. Initially, when I got onto the game, I was thinking, okay, this game is solely multiplayer, but there is a single-player mode, but it might be Horde Mode. And apparently it's only multiplayer. There is a single player I'm seeing there, but I think that's only a Horde Mode, I'm not sure. And then I get in, and it is Horde Mode, and the game even tells me straight up that this is Horde Mode, and how pointless it is.
Hey, Hotel 3-1, have you had the bullshit line about missing the
Yeah.
exfil? Yeah, of course you have, but a new helo is inbound. Oh, wait, it got downed. Let me guess, they're finding new transportation for you. Ain't coming, buddy. The pheromone has been deployed by your own side to test the effectiveness of the bubbles. They're gonna keep you bouncing from point to point until you can't survive anymore. That was meant to be my fate, but all call signs, be advised. The wide area
So
net is
the game literally just told me that all this is a Horde Mode. They literally just told me that through narrative. They just told me through narrative that all this is a Horde Mode. I'm just going to move from bubble to bubble until I die. And then I also played the tutorial video to show me kind of how to play the game. The tutorial video is very misleading. There's like this one frame where there's like this massive horde in the game. That doesn't happen. The zombies are actually quite sparse. There's normally only 2 or 3 in an area. If you get lucky, you might see 7, but they're not in a horde, and there's none of these meat walls that it talks about, like you can use a distraction device to form a meat wall between you and your opponent. That doesn't happen because there's only like 4 zombies there. And also with the gadgets, there wasn't only the Pam Grenade, there was a few others as well. Except there was already some duplicates. There was the distraction device, and then there was the LRAD device, which both distract the zombies, so they're essentially the same, and there's actually about 3 or 4 other gadgets that are all about distraction again. There's one Pam Grenade where you can control them, and the rest is distract. So they kind of just fall into 2 categories. The gadgets aren't that creative. There's a tutorial video I'm seeing down here, so we'll just give that a watch first to see what to do.
Hello everyone, this is Roger Rott and you've tuned into Dead Radio. Now before you get started, I'm going to show you noobs a few tips on how to survive this infested battlefield with some special toys we call Z-Mods. Seeing as these dead bastards have been around for years, we've crafted many solutions for turning these Zeds from an unwelcome nuisance into a lethal primal weapon. Make sure you remember these basics or you won't survive long out there. First up, we have the Pam Grenade. This little pup can be a lifesaver in more ways than one. When perfectly tossed, the Pam will enrage a group of Zeds to charge after your enemies. Then sit back and watch the zombie buffet begin. For the best results, you can use your Pam Grenades in combination with your Distractor, a noise-making device that not only keeps the dead off of you, but groups them up nicely to maximize your Pam efficiency. Other items can also be used to manipulate zombies, such as the LRAD, which emits an attracting pheromone spray to bring all these nearby Zeds to a point. Deploy the LRAD to attract zombies and create a meat wall between you and the enemy. The Templar device drives zombies away and also defrenzies any that have been pammed by the enemy. When you have the drop on an enemy, you can always overwhelm them using a trailer. Light it up, let the horde gather behind you, throw it near your enemies, then bask in the glory of your kill. The damper is a claymore-like mine that, when placed, will send out a stunning field of electricity towards enemies.
And then even from the tutorial video, you can kind of see the gameplay is a lot primitive. I was going to say a little primitive, but it's a lot primitive. Not even a real sentence, but it's very primitive anyway. That's the point here. And then later on, these suspicions are confirmed.
Good luck out there! You are definitely going to die.
Okay. The gameplay there looks a little primitive, maybe. The game is only 2 years old, actually. This game was made in 2017, and it's surprising because from the gameplay you'd think this game was made in 2003, and what's even worse is this was somehow ported onto Xbox. Xbox for some reason bought this and like, yes, we're going to put this on Xbox. Like, why? Why would you buy this game and put it on Xbox? No. And it's somehow charging $8 or like $7.95. So I'm not really sure how this game that feels like it was made in 2003 was actually made in 2017 and somehow ported onto Xbox. The volume levels on the game were way off. The menu music was too loud. The guy in game speaking was too loud. Everything was just set like all the way, and it almost deafened me how loud it was. I had to turn everything down. Okay. Right. That's, game audio is a bit loud. I'm going to get us in and then turn it down a bit, because it's a little loud. Okay, audio. Bring this down a bit. If it will let me. There you go. Maybe just... maybe a bit more. Okay. Alright. If it's only a multiplayer game, I might be a... Oh god!
Hotel 3-1,
Okay, that's a little loud. Can I turn you down? The aiming system as well was really sticky and snappy. You couldn't, it wasn't fluid at all, and so when trying to shoot zombies, it was actually quite difficult to shoot them, because you would aim at them and you'd either aim to the left, and so you're like, okay, I'm going to move the pistol right. You aim too far to the right, and it's like, okay, I got to go back left, and you go to the same spot as you were originally, and you just can't shoot them. At that point, it just becomes easier to knife the zombies, because for some reason, the zombies all die to one knife, even like the jungle zombies or the brute zombies, whatever they're called, they somehow just all die to a knife, which makes the knife the ultimate weapon in the game. Oh, the aim is a bit... Okay, hold on, let me adjust this aim. This is a bit... It's only on 2? That's really snappy though already. Okay. It's a bit better, but... Oh, it's weird. Oh my god. The aiming system is very snappy. I even turned it all the way down. And it's still only on like 1 point... Okay, what now what do I do? I'm not too thrilled with everything. I'm not too thrilled with everything. The aim system is really sticky. I even turned the thing all the way down. It's on like 1.5, which is not that much. And even so, it's really... Oh god. You can see what I mean? Like, it's really flicky. Stop. Oh my god. Ow! Can I melee? I can. Okay, go away. Melee is an instant kill. Just, I like how the knife instantly kills everything. I can just knife everything and be fine. It's so broke. And it makes all weapons obsolete, pretty much, especially with this aim system. So the aiming system, I even tried to turn it down, but it's not a settings issue, because it was already at 2, which is pretty bad, and so then I tried to turn it up, and it went too fast, and I tried to turn it down, and it just remained the same. It's not a settings issue, it's just how the game is made. Single player, as I've said, is a horde mode, nothing more. They just talk to you on a radio as you go from bubble to bubble, and that's it. And you kind of just do that endlessly while people talk at you. I'm not sure how long the talking goes on for, but the horde mode is endless, so it's actually kind of pointless. The game, it just feels like an alpha of CSGO or something, or like an expansion or something, because I read in someone else's review that this was just a game that was abandoned by the developer, and honestly, it could not be summed up better. All the zombies are bald men for some reason. There's not a single female zombie to be seen in this entire game, actually. And actually, you all play as male soldiers. There's not even a single woman in this entire game. Not that, you know, I'm trying to push for forced diversity, but, like, women exist in the population, by the way. That happens, so why there's no female zombies, I think it was just a matter of laziness. They couldn't be asked to make any more zombies than jungle zombies and bald men. And again, the knife is the best weapon in the game, even on the brute zombies. It just beats everything. Hitting a zombie with the Pam Grenade makes them a lot faster and a lot stronger, which is fine, because, you know, it actually kind of beefs them up. But when it's against you, it makes them so fast, it's kind of impossible to shoot them with the aim system as it is. And they move that fast, you're down before you know they're there. Can I turn you guys to our side? I did. He's on our side now. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Be on our side, guy. Ow. Something is owing me. We kind of just use zombies to kill each other, I guess. Sorry, Mono Kyler. Oh, guys, be on my team. Hell yeah. Look how fast they go. Look how much faster they go and how much quicker they become. Get him. Look at these green zombies, they're all on my side. They're so fast. The online multiplayer, which is what this game revolves around, is not refined at all. People actually started spawn camping my team at one point because we only spawned in one place. Okay.
Forward stronghold lost. Redirect resources before another is lost.
I'm trying. I think they're sitting on spawn. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're sitting on spawn. And the only loadout you can have if you want to win is maximum armor and LMG. There's no room for anything else. If you take anything else, you're at a serious disadvantage. And the only modes that are in the multiplayer are Domination, CTF, and TDM, which is Capture the Flag and Team Deathmatch. And the game also kind of breaks down pretty fast. It was relatively bug-free until I got to about 30 minutes in, where zombies started T-posing instead of dying. No. Stay away. He's not even falling over and dying. Hey! Ow! Ow! Okay. No. Okay, no. Stop. And sometimes when you Pam a zombie, it only lasts for like 10 seconds and then they turn on you. Not even that, maybe. I don't think there's actually any... You're gonna be on my side, I want you. You're on my side now. Apart from dousing as many zombies as you can with a nade... I just doused you! Why are you suddenly attacking me? What the hell? What the fuck is that about? And then even winning engagements is just about who sees who first. There's not much skill involved here because the mechanics are so basic. It's just shoot and turn zombies and distract them. Against players, you've not really got much else, so it's just if you can douse a bunch of zombies at once, then good for you. But other than that, it's just who sees who first. A couple of extra points. Here's me checking the price on the game and being a bit outraged by it. There's nothing else. Like, how much was this game? I don't... Because I got it for Christmas. How much is it? $7.95 it is today. I don't know what this was it was when it came out. I'm going to check some other reviews here, see what they actually say, because there's 52 products reviews, 3.5 star here. I don't know what to make of this. It's probably going to be bad. I'm going to be honest. $7.95? This game is not worth $7.95. This game is worth about £3. £3. £3. $3. Because $7.95 is $4.95 too much. And here's me explaining the whole game. It took me about 35 minutes to fully experience this game, and the game has just been abandoned by the developer, which makes it really surprising why it was even picked up for Xbox in the first place. I think that's all there is to it. That's the only thing. I think that actually might be it, because there's story mode, which is Horde Mode, and otherwise you just go through this lobby after lobby. All there is the hideout, which is customization, Horde Mode, and just online multiplayer, which kind of really makes no sense whatsoever. You kind of just thrown in head first, and you kind of have to figure out what you got to do. You know what I think I've done? I think I have played through the entirety of this game within 35 minutes. 35 minutes is all it took for me to fully experience this game. And the thing is, what you can do, you can play this game more and more. And obviously the higher level you get, the more you play, you can unlock these, which at that point you can kind of get a statistical edge. So it's kind of like the higher level you are, the more advantage you have over people. So you can play the game and eventually be better than everyone else. You can do Horde Mode, which is just going to bubble to bubble to bubble until you die. And they even said in the story, do this until you die. And then this is just online. And half the gadgets they even showed us, I think you have to choose in your loadout, and that's it. And the thing is, there's not that many zombies, so it's like, oh, create a meat wall between you and your opponent. It's like, there's 2 zombies to work with here, dude. It's like, I think I've experienced the whole game already. Is that it? Is that it? And the more you play the game, the more statistical advantages you have over your opponent. And that's it. So overall, the game is bad. It's awful. The game is terrible. I'm not even sure why it made it onto Xbox. I'm not sure why it was even picked up. I'm not sure if it's even on Steam. It was made only 2 years ago, but it's like it's been abandoned within 6 months. So for a new section, which is normally called the true rating, we're going to call it Doc's Diagnosis. It's going to be called that now. I diagnose this game with a solid 1 out of 10. This game is fucking awful. I guess Sea of Thieves a 3 out of 10, but at least Sea of Thieves had functional gameplay and beautiful graphics and, you know, just a few other things that give it such a leg up on this game. This game is terrible. There's 2 modes that will keep you playing for 35 minutes before you get bored. This game shouldn't even be for sale, so should you buy this game? Absolutely not. You should not buy this game for $8. You should not buy this game for $7.95. This game is worth maybe £3, if that. I'm even having doubts about if it's worth that much. This game honestly shouldn't even be for sale. It's so incomplete. It's just terrible. If anything, the only hope for this game is for them to adjust it, refine it, and make it a mod for CSGO. And maybe accept donations. I think that's the most you're going to get out of this game, because no one in their right mind would buy this game. I only got it as a Christmas present, and if I saw this game on the shelf, I would not buy it. Absolutely not, and you shouldn't either. So that does it. I know it's a bit short of a review, but again, I only have about 35 minutes of footage to work with, because that's all it took me to play this game. That's it. Next week will be a Funny Moments video, most likely, and as I said, in May, we will try and knock off the Red Dead 2 Blue review. So, thanks for lending me your eyeballs, Blue Dudes. I'll see you guys next time.